Welcome to Weight Loss Soldier. If you are planning to lose weight, to get fit, to get healthy, but you have self-doubt, you are confused, you are having low confidence, I would like to share with you a motivational story of a normal human being just like you. This motivational story is of a person who lost weight, who got fit, and who carried the fitness journey for 23 years. Let us call this person Mr. A. Mr. A was born in an Indian middle class family. He was the first child of his parents. During his childhood, Mr. A was a bit of a pampered child. He had one habit of eating good food, and because of his food eating habit, Mr. A was a chubby and fat kid in his childhood. Mr. A was coined various fat names in his school. He was called Fatso, he was called Fatty, he was called all kinds of fat names. But Mr. A carried on with his food eating habit, not concerned at all about his fat image and how slowly it was tarnishing his reputation. Being a fat, chubby kid, Mr. A had low confidence. He was shy to speak to teachers, to his peers, and was an introvert. Like all other kids, Mr. A was very close to his mother. He shared a very strong bond with his mother. Mr. A carried on his fatty image as he entered into adulthood and he went into an engineering college. He had the same fat image and he was again coined different kinds of fatty words while he was in his college years. After graduating from college, Mr. A got an opportunity to work in America as a software consultant. Mr. A landed in America with a nice job, nice food, and a nice life. One bad habit which Mr. A acquired in America was smoking. He was living on with his life, enjoying his job, enjoying good food, having smoke with friends. Life hit him very hard. It hit his heart, his mind, his soul. While he was working in America, he got the news that his dear mother was in a life and death situation in India in the hospital. She was undergoing multiple surgeries, and that was the time where Mr. A rushed back to his mother in India. When Mr. A witnessed all the tubes in the ICU of the hospital, his mother was occupied with so many tubes that scene, it was a life shock for him. Mr. A was very close to his mother. He sat there helpless, seeing his father, seeing his sisters watch as his mother struggled on the hand of disease. Mr. A prayed to God. He prayed to God that please take my mother out of this misery, let her come back. And I vow to myself that I would gift my mother a gift she will cherish. Mr. A's request and prayers were answered, and his mother did come out of the life-threatening situation, but she was very weak. It took some time for her to come back to normal life, and Mr. A returned to America. This time, Mr. A was having a lot of grief, and because of this grief, he landed up into a hospital. The grief, the depression he had when he returned back from India to America to fulfill his job. But the grief and depression was there, and he landed up into the hospital. A number of tests were done in the hospital, and the doctor came, and this is what the doctor said to Mr. A. Son, you are just 23 years of age. You have high blood pressure. You have your blood parameters are out of the normal range. Your triglycerides are high. Your hemoglobin is not in the range. You are just sitting on a time bomb where your health will explode. You need to do something about your health. You are very young. You can turn the tables. It's all in your hands. And since you have told me about your parents' medical history, you have it in your genes, and if you don't do something right now, it'll come to you. Mr. A had two strong reasons to transform, to change. One was the love for his mother. He had seen his mother go through so much pain, and he wanted to gift his mother by shaping himself up into good health. The second reason was himself. He had witnessed what kind of bad health he was carrying. With facts, the hospital visit showed him the facts. His parameters, his blood parameters were out of range. At the age of 23, Mr. A was having hypertension. It was a signal. Life hit very hard. If Mr. A did not do anything for his health, it would be a disaster in due time. Mr. A was a software programmer in America, and he was an electrical and electronics engineering graduate. He was a well-read person, and now he decided that he has to invest his mind and heart into good health knowledge. He had to first invest into the knowledge behind what it would take to lose weight, in terms of exercise, in terms of nutrition, in terms of everything. Mr. A got the best help by getting good books. Mr. A started talking to people who were into fitness. In June 2001, Mr. A weighed 125 kilograms. That is close to, I think, 290 pounds. He started his journey by doing walking. Even half a mile of walk, Mr. A used to get palpitations. Slowly, Mr. A gave away his smoking habit. Mr. A slowly gave away all the nonsense foods he was eating. It was not easy. It was not easy. But the realization which made Mr. A move towards this change was in his heart and soul and mind. There were a lot of things, a lot of mistakes Mr. A made while he was moving towards his good health journey. Wrong exercise. It was a journey. Mr. A had to fail. After 6 months of moving towards this lifestyle, good healthy lifestyle, slowly, Mr. A had hardly lost 5 kilograms because it was slow. It was very slow. Mr. A went for a blood checkup, and that was one of the motivations, the result of his blood parameters. Some of the blood parameters, like triglycerides, came into the normal range, which were out of range just 6 months back. So at 24 years of age, Mr. A had witnessed that just incorporating a healthy lifestyle for 6 months with moderate exercise, good nutrition, good rest, you can change your blood parameters. During this good lifestyle journey of moving towards losing some weight, every day Mr. A was speaking to his mother, and every day his mother from India would tell him, "Son, please take care of your health." This was a daily ritual which Mr. A used to do with his mother. Call her every day from America to India, and every day he used to hear these words from his mother: "Son, please take care of your health." So the motivation was always staying with Mr. A. After about 14 months of staying in the good health journey of exercise, of good nutrition, of good rest, being in the circle of positive, fit people, Mr. A was able to lose 120 pounds. Mr. A had turned a different person altogether. Many people were not able to recognize Mr. A, whom he met after a long time. And the first thing they asked was, "What did you do?" After Mr. A got fit, lost weight, and was a new Mr. A, he went back to India, and when he met his mother, I cannot describe you the feeling. I cannot describe you how much Mr. A's mother cried. And those tears were tears of happiness. From that moment onwards, when Mr. A transformed his life by moving towards good health, he has never turned back. So I would like to share with you who Mr. A is. Mr. A is myself. I have been leading a healthy lifestyle of moderate exercise, of good nutrition, of good rest for more than 22 years. And I have been doing this with happiness, with discipline. Discipline gives me happiness. After 22 years, Still, my blood parameters are in range. I have lost my mother. She is no more with me. But when she left this world, before leaving this world, she would always tell me, because she suffered so badly at the hands of disease, she would always tell me, son, please take care of your health. All I want you to be is healthy. My mother's word stay with me. Am just a normal person as you are. We are human beings. We have the same blood. We have the same skin. We have the same mind, the same heart. All it takes to do is, all you need is a very strong reason. A very strong reason to lose weight, to move towards good health, to get fit. If you are in self-doubt, if you are having less confidence, if you are confused, first get a very strong reason which stays with you. It has to be strong. It has to do with your life. It's like a life and death situation. It has to stay with you here, in your heart, in your soul, in your mind. And trust me, friends, if it stays with you, all external forces, people will say a lot of things to you. It won't matter. That reason, when it stays with you, you take that as a motivation and move towards a good health lifestyle. So all I want to tell you is, if you have self-doubt, a man is standing in front of you who also had self-doubt, who was an introvert. But I had a very strong reason. And that reason still stays with me in my heart, in my soul, in my mind. So get that strong reason. Yes. All factors, external factors don't count. Only that reason should count. And once you lose weight, trust me, friends, you will experience God. That's what I can say. You will experience God. You will have good health. You will have a good physique. People will adore you. People will say, oh, look at this person. What he or she has done. You will be a motivational person to look upon to. Get a strong reason, and good luck to you.